Today, I would like to explain the three types of experimental research design. First of all, let me begin with the definition of experimental research. Experimental research is an attempt by the researcher to maintain control over all factors that may affect the result of an experiment. In doing this, the researcher attempts to determine or predict what may occur. Of course, experimental research has design to construct it. So, what is the experimental design? Experimental design is a blueprint of the procedure that enables the researcher to test his hypothesis by reaching valid conclusion about the relationship between independent and dependent variables. Today, I will tell you the three types of experimental design. Number one, pre-experimental design. A pre-experimental design are the simplest form research design. In an experimental, either a single group or multiple groups are observed subsequent to some action or treatment presumed to cause change. Pre-experimental design has three forms such as the first, one-shot case study. The purpose of this design is to attempt to explain a consequence by an antecedent. The second, one group pre-test, post-test. The purpose of this design is to evaluate the influence of a variable. And the last, inter-group comparison. The aim of the design is to determine the influence of a variable on one group and on another group. Number two, true experimental design. A true experimental design has one main component, randomly assigned group. This translates to every participant having an equal to a manipulation or the control group where they are not manipulated. True experimental design has three forms such as the first, pre-test, post-test control group. The purpose of this design is to study the effect of an influence on a carefully controlled sample. The second, sum-of-four group design. The purpose of this design is to minimize the effect of pre-testing. And the last, post-test only control group. The purpose of this design is to evaluate a situation that cannot be pre-tested. Quasi-experimental design. A quasi-experimental design is simply defined as not a true experiment. Since the main component of a true experimental is randomly assigned group, this means a quasi-experiment does not have randomly assigned group. This design has four forms such as the first, non-randomized control group, pre-test, post-test. This design has purpose to investigate a situation in which a random selection and assignment are not possible. Second one, time series experiment. The purpose of this design to determine the influence of a variable introduced only after a series of initial observation and only where one group is available. The third one, control group time series. This designs to bolster the validity of the above design with the addition of control group. And the last, equivalent time samples. This design to control history in time design with a variant of the above design. In the conclusion, we have three types of experimental research design. Do you remember it? I will mention it again, okay? Number one is pre-experimental design. Number two is true experimental design. And the last one, number three, is quasi-experimental design. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget to leave your comment below and like this channel. See you. Bye-bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.